As the next generation of game consoles ramps up, it means we're nearing the end of the Xbox One era, so we thought it was high time to take a fresh look back at its vast library of games and narrow down our favorites. This list was compiled by the entire IGN content team, and after plenty of internal debate, represents what we believe to be the very best that the Xbox One has to offer. Sunset Overdrive could have easily gone wrong at so many points. Instead, it lands on the right side of all of them, making for one of the most unique and fun experiences you can have on the Xbox One. Its colorful, in-your-face art style is gorgeous, its sense of humor hilariously self-aware, and its traversal trumps almost every other open-world game on the platform even 6 years after its original release. In short, Sunset Overdrive is pure concentrated fun, all bottled up in a neon-tinted splatterfest that, despite being one of the console's older games, remains one of its best. This collection of 6 Halo games stands tall for the campaigns alone, particularly the completely remastered Halo 2 Anniversary, but now that developer 343 Industries has updated the once maligned multiplayer suite along with new features, enhancements, and an overall level of polish, Halo the Master Chief Collection is an absolute must-own that just keeps getting better year after year. This is the quintessential Halo experience that has finally fulfilled all of its massive potential. If you're a longtime fan of the Halo universe or a newcomer who has no idea where to start in the long saga of the Master Chief, you can't do better than this. Forza Horizon 4 isn't just the best Forza game ever made, it's the single greatest car game of the last decade and maybe of all time. With its 4-season fictionalization of beautiful Great Britain and focus on socially fueled fun rather than hardcore simulation racing, it's the equivalent of a perfect, breezy 72-degree summer day distilled into video game form. It has a gigantic, diverse selection of cars, its seasons change the look and feel of the experience, and its soundtrack is bright, cheery, and bound to put you in a good mood. Somehow, Forza Horizon keeps getting better, which seemed all but impossible after the sublime Forza Horizon 3. Ori and the Will of the Wisps picks up the torch that Blind Forest lit in 2015 and carries it to new heights. The foundation was already there, but Moon Studios spent the 5 years between games building out a livelier world, a fully loaded moveset with a new emphasis on combat, and another helping of bittersweet story. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is one of the best platformers you will find on any platform thanks to its creative puzzles and periods of racing platforming punctuated with soulful moments that give its characters a chance to breathe and shine. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice offers an exhilarating dose of what From Software does best with new, skill-heavy combat systems that require precision and perfection to master. The supernatural take on Japanese history makes Sekiro's obligatory moody atmosphere and cryptic story stand apart from its Soulsborne siblings, and the new additions to traversal and combat offer unique and welcome updates to the already excellent playbook of fighting tooth and nail for every inch of progress. Its specific brand of action may not be for everyone, but those who stick it out will find Sekiro to be an immensely rewarding journey. Doom Eternal is arguably the best single-player first-person shooter campaign we've seen in the entire Xbox One generation. Its entire gameplay loop is built around you being a badass, complete with other characters you encounter in the game being very, very aware of your badassery. But Eternal meets you in the middle by throwing literally dozens of demons at you at a time to even the odds. As the enemies get bigger and nastier during the campaign, you get faster, smarter, and more powerful too. It's an incredible combat dance that's quite simply unlike anything else on Xbox One. Control won IGN's 2019 Game of the Year award for good reason. It's an exceptional third-person action-adventure that does nearly everything right. Developer Remedy has long been known for its storytelling prowess, and that's on full display here. Great characters solving an engaging mystery in a beautiful, brutalist-inspired setting, plus one of the best takes on telekinesis in gaming, all combined to make Control a can't-miss experience. It's a game that keeps you guessing from the opening to the end credits, and even then you'll be wanting to know more about its bizarre world. Both a stunning technical achievement and a new gold standard for video game storytelling in an open-world setting, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best games Rockstar has ever made and one of the greatest games ever, period. While its story is a complex tale of honor, loyalty, and loss woven around rich characters brought to life by nuanced performances, the real star of Red Dead 2 is its world. A sprawling and stunning recreation of the American South and West, it's packed so full of detail that getting from A to B is virtually impossible without going off the beaten path to some other distraction. Whether it's hunting, fishing, taking on any number of side quests for a parade of memorable NPCs, or just stopping to admire the verdant scenery, every single aspect of its world is deeply considered in its own right, providing a bespoke level of detail that makes Red Dead 2 nothing short of a masterpiece. Few RPGs manage to put forth a larger chunk of sophisticated content than The Witcher 3. Its massive open-world areas impress in terms of both scope and density. Each massive area is generously dotted with great monsters to slay, tantalizing mysteries to solve, and personal stories to unfurl. It's also one of the most impressive overall productions in gaming history, with reams of great dialogue performed by a stellar voice cast, an incredible soundtrack, visuals that qualify as both a technical and artistic achievement, and a story with more branches than you can shake a David Cage at. Package all that with two of the best and biggest expansions in recent memory, and you've got not only one of the best Western RPGs of all time, but a game that sets the bar for open-world adventures for years to come. Grand Theft Auto V's sprawling, meticulously detailed map is still the high-water mark to which all other modern open-world adventures aspire. Not only is it huge, it's impossibly dense with excellent content, and that's not just the driving and shooting that make up its campaign, nor is it limited to the numerous side activities that could amount to a full game on their own, but one rich with all the sights, sounds, and bustling activity you'd expect to find in a city teeming with humans, seedy underbelly included. Its single-player story is an engaging crime epic, one that smartly conveys Rockstar's satirical take on the 21st century American dream through 3 different playable characters, and when you finally rolled credits on that after some 30+ hours, there's literally years worth of content to dig into in its multiplayer component, GTA Online. Featuring everything from elaborate multi-phase heists to custom high-stakes racing to flying DeLoreans and Mad Max-style vehicular death matches, Grand Theft Auto Online offers unparalleled variety, and with so much to do, explore, and play with, both with friends and on your own, there's no question that GTA 5 remains the best Xbox One game ever. Those are our picks for the top 10 Xbox One games. Let us know in the comments what made your list that wasn't on ours, and be sure to check out our full list of the top 25 Xbox One games on IGN.com. We've got ranked lists for the PS4, Switch, and PC too, so no matter what platform you play on, you're already in the right place, IGN.